Right, I wasn't intending to film any of the cleaning, well, and I probably won't anyway, but I've just done the bit about the bearings in the cross slide. Well, tool slide bearings were just the same. They are actually, this is the tool slide, so that mounts to the cross slide like so. Or is it that way? Which way? It's that way. And the tool post, or the tool slide, then goes on there like yay, with your little handle at the back. Here's the little handle. Blah 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 blah. I just happened to turn it upside down, and you can see the bearings. There's part of one of them there, and there's another one in here. Let me just take that out. And this one is actually quite clean, but this one here, which goes on the end of the shaft, there's the thread that goes in like so. So this bearing here, I can see it was covered in swarf, and the grease is horrible. Well, you can see by this, that's grease. Horrible thick grease that really probably wasn't doing much in the way of lubrication, not anymore. So I thought, right, okay, that's strip and clean. Straightforward enough to do. You've got the bearing on the inside, and then you've got, where are we? That's the bearing, that's the other bearing parts, that slides through there, and it's all captured onto this basically. Two nuts. They do up. Then you've got the dial part, which just slides over the front there with a screw in the top, and the handle, which is pushed on the end there, and it's got a tapered pin which is there. So relatively straightforward to take apart. I'm going to check it. It's always had a bit of a stiff spot anyway, so I'm just going to have a quick look at this and just see if there's anything I can do to help that. You can see it's all scraped. Whether that's because this is not hardened, or probably not, whether that was the cheap way of doing it, but I'm going to have a look and see if there's anything there that's I can just tweak to make it a bit smoother. So I'm going to clean these up, and what I might do is I'll bring you back when I come to reassemble it once it's clean. And welcome back. Right, we're all clean. Well, this is clean, I'm not saying I am. So it's assembly time. Now I really should have taken the tool holder off, but there you go. Makes it a bit difficult now. There's a dirty great nut holding it on. Anyway, right. Assembly saddle. What I did was just, I said about the stiff patch. I've got a fine file here, and I've just simply run it along the ways and the adjustable gear as well. So simply I've just run it along the surfaces just to make sure there's no nasty bits, and you can see there was a couple of bits that were just high on their own. There's one you can see, possibly, yeah, just there in front of my finger, my thumb. Right, so that's like that. I'm doing it a very awkward way because I'm trying to use the camera as well. Right, now I haven't got that adjusted, or de-adjusted it. So we'll see how that goes. In fact, actually, let's just... No, I won't. Let's do that. Just pop that screw in. Go in there somehow. Right, shaft, oil. There are oil points that will lubricate the shaft, but they don't unfortunately get to the bearing. So for the bearings, again, I'm using this moly grease, purely simply because I like it, because it's quite a runny grease, designed for high pressure applications. Oh, come on, down there, that's it. Cap on the other side, just dab that up. Right, that goes on there like so. 2 cap head screws. Right, well, there's a bit of movement there. What I'm going to do is bring that right up. If I can actually grip it. Maybe that's it. Oh, that is it. Yep, that's it. That's as far as it goes up. I'm gonna that's the stop for the adjuster. Right, I've just pinched it up by hand. So it's now probably slightly over tight. Right, personally, what I'm thinking is the carriage screw nut is there, as you can see, that bit of brass poking through there. So if I can get that as close as I can to this end, it'll pretty much centralise that. As far as drop goes, you can see there's a bit of movement to and fro. So if I can get this end as close as I can to that nut, it should sort of centralise itself. Right, that's those two done up. Bearing in there. Some more grease, get it in there. Notice how crude things are. There's quite a taper on this, and literally it leaves about 3 threads, 2 threads. This one's not so bad. I might just back that down the carriage a little bit. Right, that's it. I do the same as I do with car bearings, just nip them up so they're actually tight. Don't go mad, you just need them just tight, you know, look, really not putting much weight on it. And just back it off a little bit. There's a tight spot on there. Right. Lock nut. Right, seeing as it's thus so thin, there's really not a lot of room to get a spanner in there, so I just held it with a pair of pliers. Yeah, I thought so, that tightened that up. That feels better. Yeah, there we go, right. Good. Leave that alone. goes on like so. Small grub screw. You just want to pick it up just in that whisk as well. Just don't do it up touching one another. You want to be a little bit of a gap. Right. Yep, that's it. No play there. So here's the handle. Hopefully you've noticed which side the pin came out of. You shouldn't really be able to get it too wrong. It might start in the hole, but it won't go very far. This has clearly been drilled by hand. Presumably it was a taper drill. But you can see it's just slightly pissed. There's a bit more of a gap this side than there is this side, so it was quite obvious which way this went. This took quite a bit of pulling off. So I'm going to tap it back on there. I have given it a just gentle file down, so it shouldn't be too bad. If you find yourself beating things with a hammer, be careful. You've got bearings in here. Too heavy tapping and it's going to be detrimental to the bearings. I've got to go on a bit further than that. And the hole's just starting to line up now. Right, I tried to get you lined up on that hole, but I can't. I've just used an old punch that's got a decent pin on it and just lined it up as best I can. Hopefully this pin should go in there now. Yep, there we go. Right, make sure you do support this shaft. You don't want to be just holding it in mid-air and banging on that, just in case you bent this. It wouldn't be a clever idea. Right, pretty much as far as play goes, I'm going to adjust this on the lathe. There is a central Allen bolt which goes in here. Little grub one. So we've got the tool slide back on the cross slide, and as it happens, everything's just about perfect, so I'm not going to touch it. I was going to show you how to adjust it, but well, I still can, I suppose. Either end there's a screw, and basically you adjust, slacken one, adjust the other one tight, and you're moving that sliding gib up and down, and it's tapered. So you want to get it so there's no movement at either end, and it goes up and down the whole way nice and smooth. Now at the moment it's feeling better than it ever has done before. So I'm going to leave that just as it is because it's perfect. On this one you have got a centre adjuster, but it also might be a lock. So that literally I've just touched, done no more than that. So I'm happy with that, leave it alone. Don't touch it. But what I'm going to do before I do any more is just put a bit of oil down the oil ice. Now as I've been cleaning, I've been doing this on everything. Wind it the other way. Same again. Right, there we have it. That's nice, but like I say, you don't want any free play in that. You will end up with vibrations and all sorts if you have. So there we are, that bit's done. Just a bit more cleaning and pretty much we're done, so I'm going to leave it there. I've got that to tighten up, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.